Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the new dragon kits and sprues for the new dragons that will be available to pre-order this coming Saturday. The Warhammer community site is going to town on Dragon Week this week, and the whole website's been revamped for this whole theme. Even the cursor's got a dragon that you can see in the right hand side there. So lots of articles and all dragon related Warhammer products. But in this video we're going to focus on Crondis and Karazai, and also the lesser Draconith that are ridden by the Stormdrake Guard. Both of these sets are going to be available to pre-order this Saturday, so then you'll be able to pick them up or get them delivered the following Saturday. And these both look awesome. Two great sets. One's going to give you the huge Crondis, son of Dracothian, and the other's going to give you two miniatures for the Stormcast Eternals, Stormdrake Guard. Also available for pre-order this week is the Dungeon Bowl game. So there's two great products, but then out of the blue came this new game for Lord of the Rings, which also looked awesome. So it's a really tough choice as to what to order this week. But I think the price is really going to influence it for me, and I've gone for the Lord of the Rings set out of these three products, which I didn't expect, but I think it's such a good price, £45, and then with a 20% discount, even better, and you're going to get some really nice figures and a skirmish version of Lord of the Rings. Dungeon Bowl looks like great fun, but at £95 that priced me right out, so I'm going to give this one a miss. But these new dragon sets look amazing, and I think a lot of people are going to be going for these. Maybe this is a great thing to get as a gift for Christmas, or even give as a gift for Christmas, so maybe I'll be looking at getting it later on in December. But let's have a look at the prices, and then hopefully that'll help you decide whether or not this is something you'd like to add to your collection. At the moment, I've only got the UK prices that I've confirmed, and here we've got Crondis, the son of Dracothian, or you can build him as Karazai, and it's going to be £95 altogether for this set. So we can expect this to be quite a big model. I'll be looking at the measurements a little later on. Then we've got the Stormdrake Guard, which is going to give you two really nice models, and then that's going to be £68. So this is the recommended retail price. So we've also got to take into consideration that we can get a 20% or up to 20% discount on this from some online retailers, or maybe even at your local gaming store. So the RRP is just really a guide. We should get it a lot cheaper than that. I really wanted to get Gobsprak, but the price on that one was quite expensive. But this looks so good, and for £76, I think this could be the time to get a big model and add it as a painting project. But for that much money, I'd really want to do it justice. I don't know if my contrast and dry brushing skills would be up to it, but I'd love to give it a go. But this Stormdrake Guard set looks really tempting. Those two models are fantastic, and a little bit cheaper at £54.40. That could be a really great option. And here we can see a really nice image that was provided in the article on the Warhammer community site today, which shows the different sizes of these models and compares them to one of the Stormcast Eternal models. So this should give us a really good idea of the size. And then I've taken the idea here that this one's on a 40mm base. So just measuring it up, just using the screen and the image, this could be 150mm for Crondis, and then maybe 90mm for the Stormdrake Guard. But again, with the pictures, it's hard to see with the angle. It could be bigger, could be smaller. But as a rough guess, I think these could well be the sizes. And then taking that size, the height of Crondis could be 190mm, which isn't bad at all. I think that would look amazing as a centerpiece on the table. And what a great way to start an army. Let's look at the Crondis kit first, and you're going to be able to make two models, or one of two models from this. You can make Crondis, as you can see on the left, the kind of green and cream, or the orange and cream is Karazai, and these are two totally different characters. One's really angry, whereas one's a lot more proud, and as you would imagine, a kind of almost friendly dragon, I suppose. But yeah, two great looking models. Now you're only going to get to choose one from the kit, and the pose is going to be very much the same. The wings, the tail, everything we can see there. But as you notice, the head is looking in a different direction. A little bit of difference on the terrain. So let's have a look and pick out just some of the differences between these two alternative models. Crondis is going to be wearing this gold armor around the neck and also those amulets there as well. So he's going to be totally different having those. And then the heads are different as well. You can see we've got the mouth open, a lot more angry, some damage to the horns as well. And this scarring, this is a really nice detail on Karazai on the neck. I love how they've done that. Then you've also got a little bit of a difference here in the terrain, and you can see his hand is like gripping onto that, so he's almost holding onto it as if he's landed, or maybe he's even about to take off. But everything else, wings, tail, body, pose, everything else looks exactly the same. It's slightly twisted around. You can see the two from a very slightly different angle, and that's just going to influence the look of the wing and the shape. But overall, the wings are exactly the same, which is a little bit of a shame. Would it be nice to have some different options? Because if you want both of these dragons, then you're going to want them to look maybe a fair bit different than they do here when sat alongside each other. When you're spending this kind of money, it's really nice to have those options, I think. Or even have two separate kits, one for Crondis, one for Karazai, and have the wings in a completely different pose. And then you'd have two really nice looking models if you did want to build them both together. But I think one would be really cool in an army anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of people are just going to have one. But if you did want to, you are going to miss out on having that variety unless you do a bit of modification. But looking at the sprues, which we'll see in a little while, I'm not really sure how we would do that. Let's have some close-up looks at Crondis, and I love the details on this. I think the face is great, the aesthetic they've gone with, and style of these dragons is really cool. I really like it. It's not for everybody, but I think this is really great, and it's going to be perfect to use in some different games as well. And here's Karazai. He's certainly seen some battle damage, and he's had some tougher times than Crondis, and you can see that from all that scarring and the broken horns, but really great looking model. In the article, we got to see the sprues up close as well. So this is really great. If you really want to see the detailing on it, these are some great images. And you can see here, we got that piece for the neck with the scarring. So loads of detail and texture. We got these armor pieces, which are going to look great. And here's the second sprue. So you really see in the back there on the left-hand side and the wing. And then we've got some other pieces, those amulets, part of the armor. And then we've got the pieces we're going to use as the terrain on the base. And you can see you've got that different piece that you'd use for Karazai there. So it tells us in the article that we're going to see some of these painted by some pro painters tomorrow in another article. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that and seeing some different colour schemes. Because I'd really like to see a black or really dark purple dragon. I think that would be really cool. So I hope someone does do something like that and we get to see it. But otherwise, two fantastic versions of this model that you can build. And I think these two images here really do them a lot of justice. They're going to be so cool as part of an army on the tabletop. Now we've got some more Draconith, and these are going to be a little bit smaller than the larger Crondis and Karazai, who are like the princes of the Draconith. And here, these are going to be ridden by the Stormdrake Guard from the Stormcast Eternal. And this is a really nice set. You're going to get 2 miniatures all together, and you're going to get loads of different weapons to choose from, lots of heads included as well, and some different poses. So there's a bit more variety going on with these, and I think they're a little bit more appealing to me. I really like this one, the Drake Rider's lance, and he's just moving towards the enemy with the lance forward. I think this looks such a great pose, almost like a jousting dragon knight. It's really cool. And then the next one's coming up now. This looks brilliant as well. The detail on that cloak is fantastic. The nice shield and that flaming sword is just perfect for this. So I think some really good options. I'd be wanting to do the two with two different wing formations for sure, so that you've got some nice variety there. But again, on the tabletop, these are going to look fantastic. And just imagine having these next to Crondis or Karazai. Just going to look brilliant. And here we get to see the sprues as well for these. So lots of heads on this sprue. There's 5 heads to choose from altogether. So lots of choice there, which I think is really nice from these models. Especially when you're spending out. You want to have that variety. And then weapons, there's 4 here. Got that flaming sword, which I think is fantastic. It's going to look brilliant once you paint that up. Again, a nice purple or black dragon would be great. You've got 1 head on this sprue, and that's with the closed mouth. And then we're on to the second sprue, and that's going to give us, again, for the Stormcast Eternal, we're going to get 4 heads altogether. So that's going to take the head count up to 9. You're going to get another 3 weapons, so that's 7 weapons altogether. So lots of choice there, just for 2 of those dragons. And then you've got 2 more sets of heads here. So you've got 2 heads with the open mouths, and these look identical to me. Well, they're a little bit different maybe with the teeth, but they look very similar. But I think if you could have one dragon with the mouth open, one closed, and then mix up those 2 wing formations, I think they'd look fantastic. So there we go, that's covered everything for the Stormdrake Guard and the Crondis or Karazai set, and I hope this has given you a good idea of what you can expect from the set in levels of detail and the different ways you can build the models. These are both available to pre-order this Saturday, and I'll put some links in the description below to Element Games and Wayland Games, so if you're in the UK you can save up to 20% there. They're affiliate links, don't cost you anything extra, and you also support the channel as I get a small commission. So if you do choose to buy through those links, thanks so much, I really appreciate it. With so many cool models being released over the past few months, it's a real shame that all these have been dropped at the same time, because these are really great, and I'm certainly going to be looking to get some of these in December. Maybe the Stormdrake Guard, I think they're really cool, but I'd love to have Crondis as a centerpiece. But what do you think? I'd love to hear which one you like the best and which one you're tempted by, or whether you don't like them at all. So let me know in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks so much for watching. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. If you like this kind of content and would like to support the channel, then please check out my Patreon page, and thanks to everyone who's joined so far. It's really awesome. We hang out on Discord, talk about the hobby, share ideas and help each other out, and you'll get some perks there that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I'll put a link in the description, and it'll be great to see you there.